All right, here we go. I'm Evan.
I'm Allie.
We're writing for the writing and blogging for the youngfolks.com. Today we got some TV news for you because a lot of stuff actually just came out. First thing, everyone's kind of super pumped about Breaking Bad ending this Sunday. I'm gonna cry in a corner.
I've never been more anxious
but
for an episode in my life.
We're gonna talk about Breaking Bad next week, but I'm actually shockingly kind of more excited as Breaking Bad is coming to a close for Vince Gilligan's next project, which just got revealed. It's going to be a show called Battle Creek on CBS. Vince Gilligan and David Shore, the producer of House, are going to be the showrunners on it, and it's going to be kind of a investigative noir drama. It was a show that he tried to pitch back in 2002 before he kind of got started with Breaking Bad coming off of X-Files. And now because he's world famous, here he goes.
I can see him possibly becoming like a J.J. Abrams and how he has like a lot of different little projects now where he's kind of an executive producer, has a really strong hand in the first episode. I mean, hopefully, I'm assuming better than J.J. Abrams handles some of his stuff, but I can see now at the position he is and the kind of respect he has in the industry, a lot of people wanting him to kind of sign on and take some control.
Yeah, he's the guy. He is the A-lister guy in the writer's room right now. So I guess we can move on to story 2. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Premiered on ABC this Tuesday. I watched it. Liked it fine.
It was cute. Yeah. It was a good setup. It seemed like it seemed as if there was almost 10 different showrunners almost, though. You know, there's a lot of things they wanted to do.
It was trying to balance so many characters so quickly. I was shocked that they managed to do it within an hour. It was very lighthearted, and I'm just hoping that it goes traditional Joss style, kills somebody off, it starts to get a little dark, you know.
But if it, you know, I mean, I'm not right now, I'm not completely sold on the Sky character because it seems like they're trying to get every kind of Whedon-ism into one character. But Clark
really
Gregg, I mean,
Clark
he
Gregg's
sells
awesome.
the show. I can
His
watch
car
it
is
just
awesome.
for him.
Yeah.
And I like that they incorporated some of the Marvel movie universe, like Extremis.
Yeah, they didn't force it, which was great. I thought that it was very subtle. They're trying to make it its own entity. Well, anyway, apparently enough people found it interesting enough to tune into the show because it got 11.9 million views, basically put in layman's terms. Because I don't know how they do TV ratings. 11.9 million views on Tuesday night. So it basically broke records for best TV premiere of a drama, quote unquote. I guess it qualifies as a drama. They're calling it a drama. Most recent record for that was held by V back in 2009. I don't have the number on me, but
really,
yeah. Yeah. So there you go.
Segueing off of that.
Go ahead.
Because as much as I like some DC, it's always kind of Marvel versus DC these days.
It is.
The same night that Marvel launched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it was announced that DC is making their own series picked up by Fox featuring Commissioner Gordon, as you know, Gary Oldman in the last couple of years.
What?
It's absurd. I mean,
that's kind of dumb.
I want it to succeed, right? Because I want something of DC's to do well in the next couple of years, and I'm really not seeing it happening. But I mean,
No more Green Lantern, please.
Arrow on the CW is doing pretty well. They're having the Flash come on. They have Roy Harper. They're expanding that world. I don't see this expanding the world of the DC universe.
It's expanding the world of Batman.
Gotham.
Batman has become so self-contained now that it's almost Batman should become its own publishing company, and then everybody will.
You know, especially with Batman and Superman coming out in 2015, it just seems redundant. I mean, I don't care. I do not care about this world anymore, and it is such. It just annoys me so much because DC animation is another level. It is so superior to everything DC live action does.
There's so many things they can get away with.
And if you look at this show like Young Justice, though, it had so many characters, it had so many B characters, and it had so many female characters, which is my main point of contention in this issue, is the fact that it's not Wonder Woman.
What happened? They had an idea for a Wonder Woman show.
They didn't think it was going to work.
The costume looked really bad.
It's okay. They'll give you 1,000 excuses for why they didn't pick it up. They just think that people aren't going to tune into a show led by a woman.
You know, they could go back and dig out that script that Joss Whedon wrote like a decade ago for Wonder Woman, but then they would just lose all of their integrity. So
it would be ridiculous. But, like, you know, okay, even if we're not going to do Wonder Woman, if we're going to do a TV show, why not Batgirl? Why not Catwoman, for Christ's sake? She was immensely popular in the last Nolan film. She was, to me, the best part of the last film. She was amazing. And sure, that might have been how Anne Hathaway played it, but Catwoman is fun. You know, and you can play her, like, so many different ways. I don't get it. I don't get how Marvel can somehow pull an adaptation of Thor, Ant-Man, Captain America out, and they can't do Wonder Woman?
They took a form of tie-ins and crossovers as they changed it from a way of marketing into an actual art style, which is amazing and everything that I could have hoped it to be. While the movies are imperfect, that's true.
Yeah, but you know what? They do so many things on such a grand scale that if there are imperfections in it, you know, so what? Because they are being at least daring with their casting and with the roles and the characters. And sure, I would still love to see a Black Widow movie. I would still like to see a Captain Marvel movie. You know, I'm just so disappointed with DC. You know, the 3 iconic characters for that series is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And the fact that we haven't seen Wonder Woman just speaks so loudly of DC and Warner Brothers' trust in the studios and the audience. And the fact is, I know there are a lot of girls out there like me that would love to go to a film and see a representation of some, like, godlike quality of ourselves out there. You know, I mean, so many boys get to go and dress up like Batman and Superman, and little girls want to see, you know, they want somebody to look up to, too, and I think it's annoying. I think it's hugely, hugely annoying and disappointing that we can get a freaking Commissioner Gordon TV series before we get a Wonder Woman movie. I just don't get it, but
And once we actually get a Wonder Woman thing out and everyone's already loving that, finally, someone like me, advocates of Hawk Girl, will finally get something for her, too.
Hawk Girl. I thought you said something else.
No.
I understand being an advocate for that, too, but I thought...
That's not what I meant.
Hawk Girl was always my favorite character on Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, so
she was badass.
I want to dress up for her for Halloween, but I don't think I can pull it off. But yeah, I love her. But I'm moving on because obviously this is a sensitive topic for me.
All right. I only got one more thing. It's technically not television, but I would say it qualifies as such because it's a lot better than a lot of television that's put out these days. What are you gonna do, guys? It's Boston.
It's a Thursday night.
It's crazy and Thursday.
We're doing this.
All right. It's not necessarily a television show, but it's a lot better than a lot of television that's put out right now. If you're a fan of video games, particularly fighting games, Mortal Kombat. There was a mini-series called Mortal Kombat Legacy that came out a couple of summers ago, and it was awesome. You can actually buy it on Blu-ray, believe it or not, for only a couple of bucks, that whole first season. But season 2 just recently premiered, and they're thinking of picking it up for film as well. But more importantly, another season and a movie is coming for something that a lot of people love that you had issues with.
Huge issues.
Mitch Hurwitz has finally come out and said that there's going to be a season 5 and a movie for Arrested Development via Netflix. I'm actually not entirely sure if the movie's supposed to be via Netflix or just this season. I don't know.
I got like 5 episodes in to the newest season of Arrested Development before I called it a day, said I was right all along, and stopped. I'm sure people loved it, and you know what? Job was amazing.
The Job part was the best part.
But good Lord, was it like the most disappointing season of a TV series ever. And like, I just thought it was so... I thought it was bad. I know there's a lot of like Arrested Development fan people out there who are going to be like, oh, she's just not intelligent enough to get it. No. I thought it was boring.
It had some weird pacing issues.
And it tried so badly to like reclaim like the old sense of humor, but they did it almost in like a more pretentious manner this time, being like, this is only for the fans who get us. Like bypassing the fact that like it has a huge following. It's not like it's like a special crowd.
I actually felt like they dumbed it down. I felt like that the jokes that they were making were like way too smacking you over the head with it. especially with they went overboard with the Tobias jokes, which are funny, but
I don't know. When Netflix proves that it can put out quality shows like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black, check it out. Oh my god. Like, the fact that it's going to go back to Arrested Development, I mean, I hope at the very least now that they've had like a pretty successful year in Netflix original series that maybe the quality goes up. But, like, I don't know. I don't care.
I think they were banking so hard on just like getting people pumped up for this one, and they left this fourth season, like on a massive cliffhanger, and it's just kind of like each season of Arrested Development really should feel very self-contained. Also, I felt like they took way too many liberties with the running time on each episode.
Oh, yeah,
it's a sitcom. It should remain 22 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And some episodes were like 45. They were taking advantage of people who binge watch Netflix. But the thing is that the show itself that season wasn't paced to be watched so quickly. Like, yeah,
I only binge watch if it's good.
Yeah.
I watch Pushing Daisies in like a day, so yeah. That's what I mean. But yeah, I think that's it. Let us know what you think. There's been a lot of TV news this week following the Emmys, coincidentally enough. So let us know.
I didn't watch the Emmys. Did anyone watch the Emmys?
I watched the penultimate episode. The penultimate
episode of Breaking Bad was on, and the final episode of Dexter, which people hated.
Yeah, don't watch it. But give us some ideas of what you want us to talk about. Let us know what we can do better. Our lighting's a little bit better this time.
And I can't dance, just FYI. Don't suggest I can dance.
No, I don't think they would. But otherwise, make sure to, again, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next week to talk about Breaking Bad and the pain that it caused us. So,
I'm going to cry.
See ya.
See ya.